Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's Success Life Live with me, your host, Eric Reid. So glad you were able to take time out of your morning and jump in and join us. So as you step into the room, whether it's in the live or the rebroadcast or the replay, just give a hashtag hello, where you're at, what's going on. Let me know that you've arrived so I can take a moment to stop and say hello to you as well. So busy week ahead. I know we're already on Tuesday and tomorrow is Wednesday, and you know what Wednesday is? Q&A Wednesday. And so looking forward to that. Make sure you get your questions in. Good morning, Elizabeth. Good morning, Al. Saw somebody else sneak by and I missed it, so I apologize. Good morning, Sue. So tomorrow is Q&A. Good morning, Jessica. Tomorrow is Q&A Wednesday. I love the Q&A Wednesday. It seems to be a lot of fun. People had a lot of fun with Meditation Monday. Not sure that's going to stick, but we'll see. And then Friday is Fun Friend Friday with my friend Jennifer McClure. You might remember she was scheduled for earlier in last month, actually, but she is in the middle of cancer. She is fighting cancer. She is defeating cancer. She is laughing and humoring. And now that all her chemos and radiations and all of that has stopped, she's beginning to feel her energy. And she said, I am ready. I am coming. Mark me down. I want to share the journey and connect. And so she will be our Fun Friend Friday guest this week. Good morning, Julie. I know Julie is tuning in because she took a stab at the math question and she got a 33%. Now, I know Julie. Julie is a very competitive woman. 33% is not going to work for her. And so she wants to figure out what the other 66% is, which is what I hope all of you do in your journey for success, is always try and figure out the missing piece. I've been teased that I'm the guy that always sees the 1% that's undone, and it has no problem spotlighting that. So I hope you understand. We're going to get into our little bit of a math problem here in a minute. Is everything okay on the audio side? Have a different setup, and it's kind of hard to tell if it's working right. So if you would, just give me a thumbs up or hello or hear you loud and clear, and I will continue. Oh, there's my thumbs up. Then we know we're good. So as I had pointed out in the math, T times E equals R. So what is T, what is E, and what is R? You know, my son is in school and we always have to do that solve for, and they give you one of the, or two of the three, and you have to solve for the missing one. Well, T times E equals R. I'll give you all three and then we'll go back and unpack it. T is your thoughts, E is your emotions, and R is your results. So what does that mean? It means what are the questions you need to ask yourself? What are you thinking about? How are you thinking about it? Like your current situation, the life that you're living, the experiences that you're having, the productivity you're producing, so to speak, the job, the relationships, your finances, your health, any single thing in your life is a direct result of the thoughts you're thinking and how you're thinking about it, or T times E equals R. So let me unpack it. Let me show you what I mean. T, let's say my thoughts are around my fitness, my health, my well-being. If the emotions attached to that, the E, are negative and negative self-talk and bad body image, and I'm never going to succeed, I'm never going to be healthy, I'm never going to be fit, I'm never going to be the way I was when I was 20. All of those emotions, what do you think the results are going to be? If my thoughts are about money or wealth or income, good morning, Dr. Holly Kelly. We're doing a little basic math. T times E equals R. T is the thought, E is the emotions, R the results. If my thoughts are around money and I have negative emotions around it, let's say, we don't have enough, we lack, we're always struggling, I wish someday we could get out of this paycheck to paycheck mentality. What are my results? But if we switch it, can keep the same thoughts about money, finances, security, change the emotions. I live in an abundant world. Opportunities are always flowing to me. I have what I need and I will always be provided for more. Positive thoughts, positive thinking around the opportunities and around wealth and about the creation of wealth and your ability to create it. What do you think the results are going to be? positive. You're going to move into a more prosperous. If you're thinking about your fitness and you start saying, you know what, I got 2 feet. I'm doing good. I drank my water. I ate a protein bar. I avoided snack foods. I'm moving in the right directions. I'm alive. I have energy. I have whatever the positive emotions that you can put against that thought, guess what the results are going to be? Positive results. If you're sitting looking at your business and you're looking at your day ahead and you're thinking, you know what? I hate my job. I hate my business. I hate what I'm doing. This is never going the way I want it to go. Blah, 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 blah. Where are the results? But if you look at your business, you look at what you're currently doing, and you say, you know what? I'm fortunate. I've got a business. I've got opportunities to grow. I've got resources to learn from. Positive emotions, positive results. So the single center or the cornerstone of our success is really, what are you thinking about? And then how are you thinking about it? Thinking about my relationships? How am I thinking about them? Look at the results. If you're looking at the results in your life and you're not happy with what you're seeing in your relationships, in your finance, in your fitness, in your business, in your faith, whatever it is, if you're like looking at your life and you're like, man, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Then go back, work the equation from back to front. Well, how am I feeling about it and what are my thoughts? How can I change the emotional impact and change the thoughts that I'm thinking? How can I rewrite this formula to create the results that I want? You know, we remember that Math 101, that we can move the numerators around. I can't believe that word came to me. Numerators around to figure out the solution. What are my thoughts? What are my results? Maybe if I change my emotions, I'll get different results. What are my emotions? What are my results? Maybe I need to change my thinking. Work with those 3 things this week. Write down some events that are coming up. Write down some struggles that you're having. Write down some areas that you want to begin to change in your life, whether it's your fitness, your finance, your relationships, whatever it is. And like, okay, what are the current results that I'm experiencing? What is the external condition that I have? What is the situation I'm sitting in? Now, what are my emotions around that? And what would be the opposite emotion? What would be a different emotion? What would be a more positive emotion that would create a more positive result? Because I'm probably not going to be able to get out of the thinking piece. My finances, my fitness, my family, whatever. Those thoughts are going to still occupy me because those are my priorities. Those are my responsibilities. Those are my duties and obligations, so to speak. So maybe I should embrace the emotions. Maybe I should start working on changing how I feel about things around me. And then I'll start changing the results. So often we focus on the results we want, but not on the feelings we're having or the thoughts we're holding. So that's the basic math. I know, Julie. I know you had a different one. Time times effort equals results, I think was it. That was one of the pieces. But thoughts times emotion equal your results. I don't know. Get out a Sharpie, write it on your hand for the day. TxE R. Make it your tattoo if you're looking for a new one. Because once you begin to understand that, once you begin to really apply it, it's all the principles that are taught by all of the, self-help books, from Think and Grow Rich to As a Man Thinketh to, you pick up a book, they're going to basically break down to those things. What you're thinking about, how do you feel about it? Those are the results you're getting. Want to change the results? Let's change what you're thinking about, change how you're feeling about it, and guess what? You get different results. Keeping it simple for you folks. Why? Because I'm a simple guy. I need things simple. I really am a simple guy. Oh, you wouldn't believe how true that plays out here at home. And how many times I get told that, like, how much simpler do I have to make it, dear? Well, TxE R. If everything in my life could be that basic and simple to understand, I would be a success. But alas, they say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this morning's Success Life Live. Remember, the Success Life Weekly comes out this afternoon. And if you haven't signed up, you can do so at ericgreid.com. ericgreid.com/subscribe. So what is the purpose of the newsletter, since today is Newsletter Tuesday? It's really a coaching tip. It's not, me selling this and selling that and, affiliate linking that and this. It really is just a mini pocket size coaching tip or thought tip or whatever you want to call it. Years and years ago, Lord, feels like 100 years ago now, Tony Robbins used to deliver to my fax machine. Like, I forgot what day of the week it was. Probably it was a Monday. But my fax machine would automatically spit out this one-page sheet from him of thoughts and ideas in teaching. And I started keeping a notebook of them. Like literally, I had a notebook and they were divided between like 4 or 5 different subjects. And what I loved about it was a resource that I could go back to and learn from. And then as I began to coach and teach and speak, I would actually go into that notebook and be like, oh, okay, Tony said this, and John Maxwell said this, and Wayne Dyer said this, and Deepak Chopra said this, and Brian Tracy said this. And I would start to collaborate with these thinkers. I know, collaborate, because I had my own thoughts, my own perspective, my own intuition, and I had resources to guide me. And so when I write Success Life Weekly, I really do it from that perspective. I want you to have a piece of content, a piece of information, a coaching lesson in a way that, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to read that for the day. And then that may not strike me this week or today. And then later on, you might be like, you know what? I remember reading like 5 ways to break a mindset or whatever it was. And where was it? Oh, that's in my Eric notebook. That's why I keep it simple. I keep it basic about the coaching. I try and avoid any of the, promotional stuff that sometimes clutters up those weekly newsletters and the sales pitchy stuff. That we'll handle later. This is really a coaching tip guide for you to have as a resource, and it's free. So, hey, I'm all about free. I love when I get free stuff. Books. Don't talk to me about that. Anyhow, so do make sure you sign up for the newsletter. You can always unsubscribe if it doesn't fit your needs. But it's at ericgreid.com/subscribe. Tomorrow is Q&A Wednesday. And then Friday, we're having my friend. I can't wait. She is such an amazing woman. Her journey with cancer, second time through, she's laughed and humored and nicknamed all her doctors in the treatment centers and has really had to take an approach of, I'm going to go through this, so I might as well go through with this with the right attitude. And she really has reflected that at the highest degree. So I hope you will join me for this week's Fun Friend Friday, Jennifer McClure. She's going to be amazing. I know there's going to be a teaching in there for all of us. So until we get together tomorrow, go out and live your life with success. It is yours. And it's there for you. And it's as simple as the math. T times E equals R. If you're seeking success, just what are your thoughts? How are you feeling? What is the energy you're charging it with? And the results will come. All right? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.